What's going on, guys? Frank here from KIFARU, and today we are introducing a new product, the Net Holster. You may have seen this in previous videos with Aaron and Eric when they're talking about the hydro harness, and now we're ready to offer these to you as a customer. So I'm going to go over the features of it and show it attached to some of our packs. So this is basically an HDPE sheet with HDPE pieces wrapped in Cordura, and it attaches just like our belt pouches and other pockets using the 3-bar slider. So basically I think we tested this on a bunch of packs, and if you have about 4 columns of PALS or MOLLE webbing, then you can attach this to your pack or waist belt. So I'm going to set this down. Oh, and real quick, we'll offer these in Ranger Green, Coyote Brown, and multicam. Pricing is going to be about $22 for the solids, $25 for the camo. So you can see this is attached to a hydro harness. There is some MOLLE attachment points on the harness. This was specifically built for the harness, but like I said, it will attach other packs and belts. Dave had it set up on his particular hydro harness. He took the bungee off. We found it's just a little bit simpler to get your net in and out without the bungee. So he took the bungee off of his, and it's attached to the MOLLE webbing spots. So we have Dave's net here. This is a pretty decently sized net. So basically the idea is when you're wearing the hydro harness and your chest pack, or if you're just wearing the hydro harness, you can reach back and slip this into your hydro harness. So how it works is pretty self-explanatory. I'll lift this up here. Just slips in there and holds in tight. He's got a carabiner attached, and if you notice on the hydro harness, there's this little loop here that you can attach that to, so you won't lose your net, say if you drop it or for whatever reason, lose your handle on it. Pull it out, works out really well. Alright guys, so we have the net holster attached to a pack and also a battle belt. Like I said, this was built for the hydro harness, but it really works great attached to packs and belts. So we wanted this to be multi-use, and we figured what better option would this be for a bugle tube. Now you may not use this on the back of your pack for a bugle tube, but it would work really well on the waist belts. One thing I wanted to mention, these things are pretty long, so you can control the tension. Say if you have a big bugle tube or maybe one of those small mini Phelps tubes, you can spread this thing out to go longer, whether it be on your belt or your pack, and that'll make the cup either bigger or flatter and give you more tension. So I'll just show you that. Slipped in there, fits in there really well. It's not going to pull out on its own, and then you can grab it either from the back or your buddy can grab it as well. So that's it on a pack. Now we have it on a battle belt. Like I said, it wasn't built for the belts, and especially with the battle belt, it's pretty narrow and only has 4 columns of MOLLE webbing, but it still will work on there. So there's kind of a demonstration of that. Holds it really nice and solid, and this would be like kind of a light and fast option, run and gun style. Alright guys, so as I mentioned in the previous video, these do work pretty well on the belts. They work especially well on the duplex belts and the omni belts. It will fit on the battle belt. It's not a great fit, but I want to just demonstrate the difference between the two. So you can see the belts on the packs, they have a lot more columns and a little bit more distance between the rows of webbing, so they just fit better. So you can see we have one here on a duplex belt, and that tube just slips right in there really easily, nice and snug. It's not going to fall out when you're walking, and it's right at your side when you need the tube, so it'll fit on either side. So if you prefer it on the left side, right side, it doesn't matter, it will fit. And like I mentioned previously, you can lengthen this out. It does fold a little bit, so you can increase or decrease the tension as needed depending on the size of your tube. Now again, here it is attached to a battle belt. As mentioned previously, this only has 4 columns of MOLLE webbing, so it is kind of squished, and it's not as tall between the columns, or sorry, the rows, but it does still work out really well. It just doesn't have as smooth of a fit as you would on a duplex belt.